Hello there, and welcome to this session where we're going to be talking about track sheets. Now, the first question to ask is what are track sheets? And what you have in front of you, which is a financial model that I want to use for the case to show what track sheets are. This is an example of a track sheet. And it's basically a sheet that you create in your financial model that is able to tell you when there are changes in the financial model. So for instance, here what you have is you have the summary financial statement labels, and so you have the profit and loss, you have the balance sheet, and you have the cash flows. What we have at this point is we have the addition of the profit and loss items for this specific company. This company is a financial model that I'll just talk about in a second. You have the addition of the P&L items, you have an average of the balance sheet items, and you have the addition of the cash flow items. And so, maybe just going on to just illustrate. So that's the addition there. If you go on to the next column here, you have something that tells you the items which have changed as a result of something that you're changing in your financial statements. So if there's any change, you'll see that one of these items will highlight in a second, and we'll go there. These will be showing you the difference between the P&L or the balance sheet or the cash flow statement, and it'll be showing you if you make a specific change, how much difference is there in the P&L statement in terms of the averages, so in terms of the summations, how much difference is there in the balance sheet, and so forth. These will be showing you the percentage changes, and then lastly, this is where then you'll be loading the different versions of the totals in the profit and loss, in the balance sheet, in the profit and loss statement, in the cash flow statement. And so if I just illustrated, for instance, if I go to the input C for this financial model, or maybe I should go to the input S, we can just go there, and we have not relocated the assumptions here. But if you go to some of these, and this is an airline or something, and you're trying to figure out the differences. If I went in here and assumed that the airline had 500 seats, and I'm just going to put that there just for argument's sake, I'm on manual calculation mode. If I go back to the track sheet now, so these are the current values which are there, and they're very similar to what we've saved here, which are similar. If I refresh the financial model, you'll see all of a sudden there's been a couple of changes. By me adjusting the number of seats from 110 to 500, the first thing is that the revenues are going to be changing. All the items which are changing are highlighted here, and the revenues are going to increase by 622 million in this case, and that's a 19.88% that happens in this case. And as you move along, you see that the EBITDA also increases by 25%. The net profit, it says that there's no change in the net profit. I think the net profit has not been adjusted in this case, and so forth. But this is what then the track sheet is able to do. So it tells you in terms of the cash flow statement, the items which are changing all the way down. And so when you're talking about the track sheet, this is what you're talking about. In the next session, I want to show you how we can create that for the MAT financial model. So I'll stop here, and then we meet in the next session and talk about it from the MAT's perspective. Thank you.